left wing and Bobby Whitcup on the right wing on defense. Levac and Labarge. It'll be the Casey Cartier line. Cartier, Elliot Lazor in the right wing, and Shannon Thompson on the left wing. At the points, Nate Sunday will be out there along with Sean Miller to start. P.J. Burns in the Salmon net and Doug Cullen in the Massena net. And off the face-off, the puck in the Massena zone. Levac to Labarge to Jake Morris. Morris flipping it ahead for Adam Morris. Back to Jake across the blue line. Bobby Whitcup. Whitcup trying to get by the defense. Into the corner it goes. Whitcup with a puck now. Gets knocked down, gets back up again. Trying to move it back to the point, but is cleared out to center ice. And here comes Shannon Thompson across the blue line. Massena zone. He's bodied off the puck by Adam Morris. And Levac trying to pick it up behind. Salmon trying to center it. It's knocked away by Jason Labarge. He starts it out of there. Here comes Labarge down the right side. Looking to move it. Has it poke checked away. Comes back for it. Flips it to the blue line. It's knocked back out to center ice. Jake Morris. He's going to dump, and Massena's going to make a line change. And I think we're going to see Salmon River making a change as well, as they'll get that Shannon Jock line out there. Here comes the headman pass to the Massena line. The puck bouncing around, picked up by Chris Cameron. He skates by one. Cameron in on the left wing side for Massena. Takes it in the corner. Looks. Bergeron, short side. He takes it in behind the net. Here's Bergeron. Wrap around right across the goal mouth. And it goes into the corner, left side. The Shamrocks move it out to center ice. Off the stick of Ray Jock. Right back the other way comes Bergeron. Off sides. Jason Chilton tried to clear the zone but couldn't.
Shamrocks opening up in a 2-1-2 offensive mode, Jerry. They're sending two men into forecheck right in on top of the Raiders, but the third man, they're holding them a little high up towards the top of the circle, trying to read. That way also they don't, they prevent 3-on-2s, but 2-1-2 look right off the bat for the Shamrocks.
We've got Aldous out there playing defense along with Aaron Barkley. Todd Collins hurt his shoulder in the Ogdensburg game. He will not see action here tonight. Jason Chilton across the blue line, poked away, back out to center ice. Here comes Chris Cameron, circling, takes it in wide, right side. Cameron stops, looking to go back to the point. It's poked away, and back out to center ice. Ray Jock runs into traffic, flips it through. Durant, here comes Durant in on the left wing side, deep in the Salmon zone. Barkley takes him out of the play, but Durant stays with it, flips it around the boards, but Bergeron is there. Doesn't clear the zone, kept in by Nate Sunday. He dumps it in behind the net. Aaron Durant after it, leaves it in behind. They jam for it. It's Ray Jock with it. Bodied off the play. The puck comes free in the corner Massena zone, right side of Cullen. Aldous after it. He and Durant go together. It's cleared out to center ice. Bergeron, that'll be an icing against Massena. And the face-off will move back inside Red Raider territory, and both teams will make a change here. Massena coming out with their Trevor Cameron line. Cameron out there with Mark Tayo and Freddie Kellison. And we're going to see the Salmon River third line. Peter Durant centering Tim Barnes, and let's see who they're going to put out there this time around. It's going to be Conrad Lazor.
Yeah, he's new to their lineup, Jerry. He missed the first few games with a wrist problem. He'll be an asset to their club.
Off the face-off. Puck still in the Massena zone. Comes in behind for Labarge. He's back with his playing partner Levac. His pass intercepted in the corner. They jam for it. And finally, it's Labarge starting out right side. He steps by one, steps by another, moves it to center ice, trying to slide it ahead to Kellison. Kellison drops it back for Levac. Levac headman on the wing. Here's Mark Tayo. Tayo right at the Massena, or at the Salmon blue line, flips on the backhand. Kellison takes it across, flips it, trying to flip it in the corner, back to the blue line, and I think we had an offsides.
We're going to
have a hooking call.
It's going to go against the Shamrocks, Jerry. Not sure who the numbers going to the sin bin, but it is a hooking call, and the Raiders are going to go on a power play. Looks like
Timmy Barnes will get the
number
gate.
4, Jimmy Barnes. Minute and a half for hooking here at the 12:19 mark, and Raiders on a power play. Looks like they're coming with the Jake Morris, Adam Morris, and Bobby Whitcup line.
That's the situation off the face-off. Levac. Levac dumps it in the corner. Salmon zone racing in after. Whitcup in the corner. Lets it go to Morris at the 45. Back to Labarge at the point. Labarge flipping it to Levac. Levac right side of the goalie. Centers it. It's knocked down in front, and the Shamrocks clear it down the ice. Ray Jock doing a good job that time, clearing the puck. Jason Labarge picking it up behind his own net, leaves it for Jake Morris. Here comes Morris out of his own end. Stick handles by Jock into the Salmon zone. Morris now takes it deep in the corner, in behind the net. Here comes Jake with it, back to Levac at the point. Levac to Labarge. Labarge back to Levac. D to D. Here's Levac, dumps it in the corner for Adam Morris. Morris whips it around the boards for Whitcup. Here's Whitcup right in front. They jam the backhander, and the save made by Burns. Puck cleared around the boards. Comes to Jake Morris at the 45. Back to the point. Labarge has it poked away, but stays with it. They jam just outside, and here comes Salmon River. Ray Jock's got a partial breakaway. Here's the shot. And the save made, and Cullen is going to cover up. He had no idea where it was, but he stopped it with a skate, and it stayed right by his skate.
I don't know if Dougie was anticipating the shot to the long side or not. He had the angle played pretty well, but Ray Jock fired a low, hard shot to the short side, and it kind of fooled Dougie. He got the skate on it, but wasn't sure where it was. Looked behind him, but it was laying right at his feet. He was able to cover up. Down at the other end, Bobby Whitcup cruising through the crease, didn't have his stick down. The puck came right across the slot. The stick was down. He might have had one.
Off the face-off, the puck dumped in the corner, comes into the slot, Massena zone, cleared around the boards, Bergeron. A head man to Chilton. Chilton drops it behind Cameron. Chris has to come back for it. Here's Chris dropping it on the D to Aaron Barkley. Barkley's head man, Bergeron. Bergeron, his pass hits the skate of Chilton. He has to come back for it. Here's Bergeron dumping in the zone. The penalty as he laps, so Massena 0 for 1 on the power play. Here's Chilton behind the net to Bergeron. Bergeron centering past Cameron, can't get the shot off. And coming off the bench to pick it up is Shannon Thompson. He starts out of his own end. Here comes Thompson out to center ice, gets by a check. Thompson lugs it in the Massena zone, trying to knock it in the corner. Comes in behind the net, Bergeron. Puck takes a funny bounce. And in behind, they jam for it. Centering pass, and Cullen's going to cover up as it comes into the slot. And we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone. 10:18 left on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. It's 0-0.
Good job by number 13, Shannon Thompson, that time in filling his check and completing his check and creating havoc for the Raiders in their own end. First few minutes here, a little shy of 5 minutes, the Shamrocks are really skating much better than the night we saw them down in Salmon.
Oh, no question. Here's a chance right in front. The shot. Actually, he didn't really get a shot off. Cullen clears it with a big goalie stick around the boards. Here comes Chris Cameron. Cameron stick handling in the Salmon zone. Gets by the D. Short side. Shot. Score! Chris Cameron. And Massena goes up 1-0.
Great individual effort by Chris Cameron. Picked up the puck in his own end and just went north to south. Just busted down that right side and bowled his way past the Salmon defender. I'm not sure if that was number 24, John Jacobs on the left side. I think it was. He just went between Jacobs and the boards. And again, Chris plays his off wing. And when he cut to the forehand, he unleashed a low shot right along the ice. And that beat P.J. Burns to the stick side from about 30 feet out, right along the ice. But a great individual effort for Chris Cameron, and that's his 7th goal of the year.
Aaron Barkley picks up an assist, as does Doug Cullen. Cullen picks up his 2nd assist of the year.
Oh, boy, that's an oddity. I bet he talked all week long in the locker room about that first one.
Here comes Bergeron for Massena. Headman pass on the stick of Chilton. Here's Chilton taking it wide in the corner. He is rubbed into the boards by Nate Sunday. Puck comes free. It's ripped around the boards. Comes to Ray Jock. Jock trying to get it out. Aldis keeps it in nicely. Now Cameron loses it behind him. They jam for it there in the corner. Puck along the boards. Finally, it's Raymond Jock picking it out. Here comes Jock. Aldis trying to body him off the puck. He stays with it. Here comes Jock breaking in short side. Centering pass. It's just wide. Goes in behind the net. Here's Jock again. Another shot. They jam and poke it just wide. Puck comes in the slot again. It's cleared in behind the net. Couple of great chances for Salmon River. Massena having trouble clearing the puck right now. Jock had a couple of excellent opportunities. Here comes Kellison. His shot from center ice goes off a leg as both teams make changes here. Puck comes to center ice. Here come the Shamrocks right back in the zone, and Cullen's going to glove the shot from center ice and hold on for the face-off.
Oh, Ray Jock using that burst of speed, and he beat young Mr. Aldis to the outside, and he laid it back to 66 Aaron Durant right out in front, and Durant missed a golden opportunity. Got a piece of it, but not a real strong piece, but a good move and a good burst of speed by number 7, Ray Jock.
Face-off, left side. Trevor Cameron's line out now for the Massena Red Raiders. Puck comes free, and picking it up there is Labarge. Levac, a little problem. He lost it, but Labarge covered up for his partner. And here comes Massena trying to clear the zone. Kept in at the point again by Peter Durant. Comes in behind Jason Labarge. Labarge loses it behind the net. The puck short side. Shot save. Rebound cleared to the blue line, and Massena finally gets it out of the zone. Mark Tayo Tayo takes it across, trying to flip it through to Kellison. Kellison, a little wrist shot is wide, not much on it. And Sean Miller picks up the loose puck, loses to Kellison in the corner. Salmon zone. Freddie Kellison, his pass is knocked down. Picking it up is Chris Goslaw. Goslaw, flip pass, ahead it goes to Conrad Lazor. Lazor just dumps it in the Massena zone off a stick. Jason Labarge with it. Labarge, stick handled, loses it, side of the net. Levac throws a check. The puck comes in front, but it's cleared by the Massena Red Raiders. Kellison picking up the loose puck. Here's Kellison. Headman pass to Mark Tayo, and offsides will be called as Tayo lost it in his equipment. Cameron took it across after Tayo had crossed the line, and the offsides called. 8 minutes remaining in period number 1 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Massena leading it 1-0.
On that goal, Jerry, was the 4:55 mark, his 7th of the year. Chris Cameron and Aaron Barkley and Dougie Cullen on the assist, and that's Dougie's 2nd of the year.
Off the faceoff, Jake Morris's line out there. Massena dumps in the Salmon zone. In behind the net it comes. After it is Nate Sunday, ripping it around the boards. Aldis trying to keep it in at the point. He does. Here comes Whitcup. Whitcup centering pass, knocked down by Sunday. Back to Barkley at the point. His shot is wide. Rips around the boards. Comes back to Aldis. He can't keep it in, but he does manage to save a Salmon River breakaway, that's for sure, as Elliot Lazor was racing for the other end. He didn't quite have the puck yet. Puck kept in. Adam Morris trying to flip it through to Whitcup. He gets tied up, trying to stay with it. Back to the point. Aldis again. Flipping it to Whitcup. Whitcup gets tied up. Tries to stay with it. Aldis, he can't keep it in. Elliot Lazor and Aldis jam, and it's out to center ice. Whitcup to Jake Morris. Morris takes it across, knocked down, back out to center ice, and into the Massena zone it comes. Still 1-0 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Aaron Barkley now. Headman pass. Adam Morris, stick handling to center ice. Across the red line. He gets tied up. Bobby Whitcup follows, takes it across, gets knocked down, but it's poked away, and back out to the Massena blue line. Levac with it. Loses it across the blue line. He had great jock jamming. Puck comes ahead to the Salmon line. Dumped back out to center ice. Here's Levac. Levac dumps it in the Salmon zone. Rips in behind the net. Picked up there by Nate Sunday. Sunday stick handling, trying to move it free. Jason Chilton there. Sunday checks him. Puck comes free behind Bergeron. Here comes Bergeron back to the point. Labarge. Labarge to Levac. He's got room. His drive. And to save the rebound. And holding on is P.J. Burns.
P.J. Burns didn't know where that one was. Craig Levac, or Brian Levac, a big shot from the point, almost like a knuckleball. P.J. made the stop, but didn't know where the rebound was. You know, the Shamrocks, Jerry, have got the Raiders, I won't say confused right now, but holding that center high, and sometimes they're not aggressively forechecking. They're stringing 3, sometimes 4 across this blue line and impeding the Raiders in that neutral zone. What Massena wants to do in that situation is dump and chase and get right in on top of it. You don't want to try to carry it in when they're stringing them across the blue line like that.
Off the faceoff, puck controlled by the Shamrocks. They clear it out to center ice. Racing back after it is Jason Labarge. Labarge in his own end, circles back, in behind the net. Starts it out now. Labarge bounce pass to Cameron, knocked back in the Massena zone. Delay offsides, but Salmon clears. Now Levac bounces it back along the boards again. Comes to the Massena line. They jam there. Levac can't control it. Taking it across. Here's an opportunity for Peter Durant, but he's rubbed into the boards. And again, it's Levac picking up the loose puck. He starts out right side of Dougie Cullen. Headman pass to Cameron, gets by him. It comes free to Bergeron. Bergeron takes it in on the off wing, drop pass nicely to Chilton. Trying to feed Cameron, goes in the side of the net. Cameron right across the goal mouth. Nobody there from Massena. Chilton racing for it in the corner. Dumps it in behind the net again. Sean Miller after for Salmon. He gets by a check by Cameron, but Cameron's going to pick up the loose puck. Here comes Chris Cameron with it. Drops for Bergeron. Bergeron back to Cameron in the corner. Chris with it, side of the net. Now right side takes it in behind. Centering pass. Labarge can't find the handle. Has to take it in the corner. Jason Labarge, a lot of traffic in front, trying to center it. Knocked down right in front. Chilton shot. Fires it wide. He couldn't. He gets knocked down in front. And he gets up slow. That's Cameron, excuse me. And he gets up slowly.
Trevor Cameron getting railed in front of the right in front of the Salmon River goaltender, and he, I tell you, he felt that when they laid the lumber on him. He's looking down there, possibly lost the contact. I'm not sure. Maybe He's looking for something, but good flurry, good by the Raiders that time. Had the Shamrocks running around a little bit, and Jason Chilton just missed a golden opportunity in front. It's that news line, Jerry, that CBC line creating the problems, and they had Ogdensburg gave them a mid-full and a fit-full, I should say, I guess, the other night. They were really effective.
5:01 left to play first period. On the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, Massena leads 1-0. Jake Morris line out there. Off the face-off, Adam Morris in his own end. Flipping it ahead now. Back to the Massena line. Adam again with it. He turns, moves it to Whitcup. Whitcup has a little problem finding the handle, and it's dumped back in the Massena zone by Elliot Lazor. Here comes Whitcup now, stick handling by the Shamrocks into their zone. Whitcup dropping it back to the point. Barkley pokes at it. Can't control it, goes into the corner as Shannon Thompson loses right in front. Jake Morris shot. Oh, big save by Burns. Morris pulled the trigger on that one, but P.J. Burns equal to the task. And down the ice it goes into the Massena zone for icing. And we'll have a face-off back inside Salmon territory.
Beautiful play on both ends, both teams. Bobby Whitcup, aggressive forechecking, stripped the Salmon defenseman, put it out in the slot area. Jake Morris one-timed it, beautiful low shot. P.J. Burns equal to the task. Nice play all the way around.
Shannon Jock's line out. Jock, Adam, or make that Aaron Durant, and Ray Jock. And Massena's got the Jake Morris line out. Face-off in the Salmon zone. Back to the point. Barkley winds. His shot deflected right on. They jam in front. The puck sits in the slot. Where is it? It's cleared to the blue line, but not out. Aldis winds. His shot knocked down in front. Burns covers up for the face-off.
Again, a hectic flurry down in front of that Salmon net, but P.J. Burns, Johnny on the spot, was able to corral that rebound. The Raiders had 2 or 3 good cracks at it, and it all started from coming back to the point. Aaron Barkley had the first initial drive, and then Chris Aldis, a nice low shot. A lot of confusion in front, but the Shamrocks holding their ground.
Chris got it off in a hurry, too. Off the face-off, out to center ice. Aldis, a little bit of a problem, trying to drop it to Barkley. He moves it ahead, goes up into the Salmon bench. And we'll face it off probably right about the red line.
Again, with 4:05 left in this first period, the Shamrocks giving no ground, really skating out here tonight. I'm impressed with their skating versus the first game that we saw them, Jerry.
Hey, they have improved quite a bit from the first game we saw. Here's Barkley with it. Head man pass right on the stick of Whitcup. He takes it in on the left wing side. Drop pass for Adam Morris. Back to Whitcup. Right in front they jam, and Burns gets a big glove on it. And we'll have another face-off.
Again, all the flow on the left side. Bobby Whitcup and Adam Morris giving and going slot passes. And then over here on the far side, the weak side, Jake Morris going to the net like that line really does, like this whole team does. They go to the net, they find the open ice. Really looked good and came within an eyelash of being up 2-0.
Still 1-0 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 3:52 remaining in the first period. Face-off right side of P.J. Burns in the Salmon zone.
Number 6, Mike Hewlett, just making a late appearance on the ice. Just came out of the locker room. I don't know what the problem was. He just joined the Raiders on the bench.
Off the face-off, Chilton's line out there. Around the boards it goes. We've got the Casey Cartier line. Salmon breaks in the zone. They've got a chance. Here's a shot. Cullen makes the save. The rebound, high slot. Controlled in behind the net by the Raiders. Levac after it there. He and Shannon Thompson jam. Puck back to the point. Here's the drive. Score! And the Shamrocks tie it up. I believe that was Nate Sunday from the point.
It was, and I think it hit something in front too, Jerry, but good effort by the Shamrocks. They almost scored the first time. Casey Cartier and Shannon Thompson, a little give and go, and Dougie Cullen had to come up big, and the Raiders weren't able to clear the zone back to the point, and it was Nate Sundin, a shot from the point, and I think it hit something in front. We'll wait and see.
So the Shamrocks have tied it up here with 3:31 left in the first period.
Big number 19, Elliot Lazor, who is a load to handle, was parked someplace out in front of that net, and he takes up a lot of room. He's tough to move, and he's tough on the vision for the goalie.
Salmon River's first goal scored by number 13, Shannon.
Yeah, it was deflected in front. Thompson gets the goal. Miller gets one assist, and Nate Sunday the other assist, I believe. Or was that Miller shooting from the point?
It could have been Miller from the far point.
Probably was.
11:29 of the first period.
So the Shamrocks have tied it up here in period number 1.
That's Thompson from Miller and Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, I thought that looked like a Sunday shot from the point. Off the face-off, puck inside. We've got Massena's fourth line out there now. Well, let's see. We've got Trevor Brown out there. Here comes Salmon River again. Into the Massena zone, but it's picked up by Brian Levac. 1-1 tie hockey game here on the Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Labarge with it, flips it around. Tayo, he can't control it, back in behind the Massena net. Levac loses it side of the net, has a little bit of a problem with it, but it goes in the corner. Tayo flips it ahead, and it's poke checked out to center ice. Here comes Brown after it, following up Mark Tayo. Tayo trying to take it across, poke checked away by Sunday, and back the other way comes the Shamrocks as they try to move it in the zone. In the corner, Massena zone. Levac with it. Levac along the boards for Tayo. Tayo back to Levac. In behind his net, he rips it around the boards and out to center ice and down the ice. That'll be an icing call against, no, they wave it off. And Sean Miller comes after it. Oh, he almost lost it to Kellison side of the net. Moves it ahead, and it's Ray Jock. Jock out to center ice, runs it to some traffic, kicks it to the Massena line. Aldis is there. Over to Labarge. Jason Labarge flips it. Salmon zone right on. Burns makes the save and covers up for the faceoff as he had Jake Morris coming in on him. And with 2:02 left in the first period on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, we're tied at 1.
The Shamrocks were playing really well. You and I were commenting we were impressed at their play, and this goal is certainly going to add a little more spark, a little more life to them, as if they needed it. Excellent first period by the Salmon River Shamrock, and Coach Mike Miller has to be extremely pleased.
Face-off left side of P.J. Burns in the Salmon zone. Jake Morris's line out there against the Casey Cartier line. Off the draw, the puck comes to Sunday. Moves it to the blue line, but not out. The Shamrocks trying to clear Barkley. He winds his show. Big glove save there by Burns. That was labeled for the corner, and Burns got the big glove out and snagged it.
Big save by P.J. Again, one of the things in his favor, there was no one in front. And again, most goaltenders at this level can pick those things off if you don't screen them. And there was no white shirts in front of P.J. Burns, but he showed us a good left hand.
Cartier against Jake Morris. Face-off right side, Massena zone. Off the draw. Comes to Sunday. He rides it off the glass, but not out. Kept in by Barkley. Aaron stays with it now. Takes it right in front. Whitcup shot. Save, rebound. They jam in front. The puck sitting in the slot. They jam. Score! And I think it's going to be Adam Morris getting the goal. Massena goes up 2-1.
Adam Morris, a lot of acceleration down there, hopping and jumping, but just good perseverance by that line. They persevered, started in the corner, out, a nice slot pass. I think it was Bobby Whitcup pulled the trigger the first time and fired it wide, but they stayed on top of it, and they just kept banging away, banging away. They had probably 3 opportunities, and P.J. Burns did all he could. He had to get some help from his defense that time, and Adam Morris just slid it in. It looked like along to the short side on the stick side, low along the ice, and that put the Raiders up 2-1 with 1:39 left in this first period.
Jason Chilton's line out. Here comes Elliot Lazor into the Massena zone. Gets by the defense. Lazor, centering pass, goes high slot. They jam at it, but Chris Cameron picks up the loose puck and bangs it. Back out to center ice. Miller to the Massena line. Aldis is there from the red line. Dumps it. Salmon River territory. Whips into the corner. After it is Nate Sunday. He's checked out of the play. Bergeron right front. Chilton score! What a nice play by Massena. Chris Cameron set it up with a check. The puck popped free to Bergeron. He fed Chilton in front, and Massena goes up 3-1.
Picture, picture, picture. I'll tell you, he probably won't get an assist, but Chris Cameron made the play when he hammered the Salmon defenseman along the boards with a beautiful check, finished the check, and as you described it, Jerry, Sebastian Bergeron picked up the loose puck and found Jason Chilton in the slot about 25 feet out in front of P.J. Burns, put it right on the stick, and Chile made no mistake, didn't waste any time. He rifled one up to the top corner, to the glove side of P.J. Burns, right up in that top corner. Beautiful goal.
Off the face-off. The puck controlled by the Shamrocks. Chilton throws a check, and the puck slides into the Massena zone. Massena defense clearing it out. Sean Miller steps in front. He's checked by Chilton, drops it back to Sunday. Headman pass back in the Massena zone. Slides right in on Cullen. He sticks it ahead for Cameron. It gets by him. Miller picks it up again and flips it in the Massena zone. We're in the final minute of the play. Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard reads 3-1 Massena. Here comes Chris Aldis now. Headman pass intercepted. Miller steps back in the Massena zone, but off sides. And Miller was so excited about intercepting that pass, he didn't look to see if anybody from Salmon's still in the zone, and there was. And the offsides call. That'll move the faceoff outside the zone with 43 seconds remaining in the period. It's 3-1 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
We talk about this Raider team being able to strike in a hurry. They've done it all year long, and these last two within 23 seconds. Adam Morris at the 13:21 mark is 7th of the year from Bobby Whitcup and Aaron Barkley, and then 23 seconds later, Jason Chilton with Chris Cameron and Sebastian Bergeron, and that was Chile's 5th of the year.
Off the face-off, we've got the Trevor Brown line out there. Brown, Tayo, and Kellison. And the puck cleared in front. They jam at it, but it puck pokes free, and Kellison leads the attack. Massena got a 3-on-2 if they can get down there. They can't quite, and the puck slides back to the blue line. Jason Labarge with it in the corner. Jock rides him into the boards, and Sean Miller picks up the loose puck for the Salmon River Shamrocks. Miller now's had a lot of time. Dumps it out to center ice, comes in the Massena zone, goes by Levac. Levac racing for it, picks it up in behind. Flips it around the boards with 10 seconds remaining in the period. And we have a whistle, some pushing and shoving going on. And somebody got a little bit upset there from the Shamrocks. Freddie Kellison took the brunt of that. That was Ray Jock, but I don't know what happened, and I don't think anything is going to come of it.
Just a good hard check along the near boards to our left down here. The faceoff is going to come outside the Massena zone. Referee Wayne Humel along with Arnie O'Reilly working tonight's game, ready to drop the puck. We've got 8 seconds left in the first period.
Jake Morris will take the faceoff against Casey Cartier. Of course, anytime you get to this stage of the game, this faceoff is important. Off the draw. Dumped into the Massena zone. In behind the net with 3 seconds. Aldis picks it up, looks to waste a little time. To end the period, he does. And Massena will go to the locker room with a 3-1 lead. What was a 1-1 game, it seems like seconds ago, is a 3-1 game as Massena scored.
The news, good news for Raider fans and bad news for the opposition. And since Sebastian is a Canadian, we'll honor that with the CBC instead of the CBS.
Okay. Off the faceoff, we've got Casey Cartier's line out there. Mike Miller matching up or trying to here. It's tough when the opposition has 4 lines to play against you, though. Puck dumped in the Salmon zone as they attempt to clear it. Comes back to the blue line, jamming for it. It comes out to center ice. Here comes Morris. Circling back, Jake from Massena steps by the check, slides it right on. The save made, and Miller picks up the loose puck, clears it. Here's an opportunity. Breaking down the ice is Elliot Lazor. He winds, fakes the shot, gets a quick wrist shot off. Puck shot, save, score! And Salmon makes it 3-2, and Dougie Cullen made the initial save on the shot by Elliot Lazor. He gave up a big rebound, and the Salmon River player coming in got the shot off, I think. I'm not sure who that was.
I'm not sure either,
Shannon
Jerry.
Thompson, perhaps?
It might have been. We'll wait and see. But the Raider defenseman got beat up in the offensive zone, created the 2-on-1, and it wasn't played well by Shamrocks initially. But I think it was Adam Morris who had the back-checked on this side. He had the eventual goal scorer all tied up, but a good job by the Salmon River player. He worked himself free from Adam Morris's back check. Adam took him right back to the net. We thought he had him tied up snugger than a box of chocolates, but somehow he got that stick in and flipped a backhand by Dougie Cullen.
It was Thompson getting the goal, his second of the game, and that makes it 3-2 on the Peach Jeweler scoreboard.
Boy, I'll tell you, that'll spark a club when you come right out within that first minute and pop one by the Raider goaltender.
And it didn't look like it was going to be a problem either. Here comes Massena in the zone. Chilton flips it right in front. Bergeron trying to get a piece, pokes it in the net. And goaltender Burns was out of the play. The puck hit the backboard right back to Bergeron, who was standing at the side of the net, and Massena makes it a 2-goal advantage again.
Boy, you want to talk about taking the wind out of the sails. Oh, I'll tell you, that really, really hurts. PJ didn't play that one quite the way that he should have. Although it did take a weird bounce, he should have been tight to the post and prevented that thing from coming out in front. And Johnny on the spot, Sebastian Bergeron was right there and just backhanded. Came off the dasher and came right out in front, and Sebastian Bergeron tucked it in the short side, little backhander. And that's Sebastian's picking up his 5th goal of the year.
So we've seen 2 goals already in the first minute of play. Here comes Cameron. He gets knocked down, and back the other way come the Shamrocks. Into the zone. Nate Sunday. Sunday loses it. And Aldis trying to flip it ahead. He gets dumped for his efforts. Now Chris Cameron with it. Has it poked away. Here's Ray Jock centering. He can't get it out. Barkley. Aaron with a puck now. Gets tied up trying to stay with it. And they jam at it. Bergeron comes back and pokes it free. Good back checking there by Sebastian Bergeron. Bergeron trying to clear the zone. Barkley. Oh, he almost lost it, but it's back out to center ice. Ray Jock with it. Jock trying to step by a check. He does, but the puck doesn't get through. It comes to the Massena line. Barkley, headman pass. Bergeron feeds Cameron, breaking in the zone. Here comes Big Chris. Stops about halfway in. Feeds Chilton, busting down the slot, but he can't get the shot off. Chilton clears it for Bergeron. Bergeron in behind the net. Centering back to Cameron, back to Bergeron. Bergeron in the corner. Back to the point, but it's poked. No, kept in nicely by Aldis. He dumps it back in the corner for Bergeron, goes by him, and Nate Sunday is there to pick it up. Rips it around the boards, but not out. Aldis keeps it in. He winds his drive right on. The save made by Burns. A sharp angle shot across the goal mouth. Bergeron goes back to Barkley. He flips it in the corner. In behind the net, Chris Cameron. Drop pass Bergeron. Right in front shot. Oh, just wide. Trevor Brown, wide open net. Couldn't direct it in. He drops it for Cameron. Steps by a check. Bergeron shot. Save Burns. The puck cleared back to the blue line and out to center ice. Here comes Ray Jock. One-on-one on Barkley. Jock brings it in the zone. Gets by Barkley. No, he can't get the shot off. It goes high up on the net. And it's tied up on top of the net. And it looked like he was going to beat Barkley, but Aaron kept them wide.
Boy, I'll tell you, it might be cold outside, but these two teams have turned the heat up in here, Jerry. Good sustained action on both ends. These Shamrocks just weathered the storm down below. That's Sebastian Bergeron. He operates behind that net just like Wayne Gretzky does. He loves it behind there, but a lot of excitement here in the second period.
Off the faceoff, Trevor Brown moving it out to center ice, has it poked away right back in the Massena zone. Picked up by Brown again. Flips it ahead for Mark Tayo. He's going to wind up, fake the shot, take it in left side. Has it poked away by Nate Sunday. Sunday ripping it around the boards, intercepted by Freddie Kellison. Kellison ridden into the boards by John Jacobs. Kellison trying to get up again as he got knocked down, stays with it. Kellison kicks it free. Tayo goes after. Now Kellison and Tayo in the corner. Drop pass goes back to Kellison. Poked by Jacobs. And it's to the blue line and out to center ice. Headman pass intercepted by Labarge. Jason flipping ahead for Kellison. Massena's going to make a line change as it comes to Jacobs in his own end. Jacobs rips it around the boards. Back to the blue line, but not quite out. Now it's out to center ice. Comes to Jason Labarge again. Labarge flips it right back in the zone. In behind the net, Jacobs and Sunday. Sunday around the boards. Adam Morris lets it back to the point. Labarge's pass intercepted, and it's poke check back out to center ice. Here comes Levac. Levac headman. Morris just deflects it in the zone. Jacobs back out to center ice. Levac flips it ahead. Massena has to clear the zone, though. They do, but it's back out to center ice. All the way down the ice it goes, and no icing called as the puck comes in behind the net. Levac flipping it for Labarge. No, it's going to be Morris. Morris pass intercepted. Bounces to the blue line. Bobby Whitcup trying to kick it out to center ice. He does. Whitcup lost his stick as it poked away, but it comes back to the Salmon blue line. Picked up by Nate Sunday. Sunday moving ahead for Miller. Miller shot from center ice. Big save. Big rebound back to the blue line. And Whitcup does a good job to tie up his man. And Massena breaks back again. Jake Morris bounce pass to Adam Morris. He's got him free. Here comes Adam in front. Shot. Score! No, it hit the post. Oh, I thought it was in the net. The whistle blows. Adam had beat the goaltender. Now we got some pushing and shoving in front of the net. Oh, my goodness, what a pass, though, by Jake Morris to Adam Morris.
Oh, I tell you, Adam Morris on the fly. Jake Morris bounced it off the boards from the neutral zone, behind the Salmon defenseman, threw it on the boards, and Adam Morris was going 95 miles an hour. He took it right in stride. He just darted in there, came in from the right to the left, right cut across the slot in front of P.J. Burns and put one upstairs. And everybody in the building, including Adam Morris, thought that was in, but it hit the crossbar and came right down in behind P.J. Burns. But again, a great pass, great anticipation, but what made the play was Adam Morris going to the open spot without the puck, and great job.
As soon as he saw Jake had the puck, he was gone like a shot.
Just like a flash. And we do have a couple, in fact, double, looks like Jason Labarge and
Adam Morris.
Adam Morris.
No, wait a minute, that's Bobby Whitcup, excuse me.
And down here we have Sean Miller and Casey Cartier. So Couple of double minors on each club here. I should say 2 minor penalties for each club. A little set 2 after down there. The puck was in the corner, Jerry. We had a pile up to the right of P.J. Burns. The puck was just sitting there, and I'm not sure if the referee had blown the whistle at that time.
What happened with Morris's shot, it hit the crossbar and came straight down and sat there, and Burns sat down, and he hadn't covered it completely, but the referee lost sight and blew the whistle. What do we got here? We got a change right now.
He either lost sight or he blew the whistle after the net came off, Jerry. There was a big scrum in front, and they knocked it off. The puck sitting free in the corner.
3-on-3 plus the goaltenders. Back to the point, Barkley. Barkley flips it on the other side. Back, gets it back again. He's got a wide open room. The shot, score! Aaron Barkley! And Massena goes ahead 5-2.
Great passing play, Aaron Barkley from about 50 feet. P.J. Burns, that time, that's one a goaltender shouldn't be beat on. I give all the credit to Aaron Barkley. It was a great shot, but P.J. kind of sat back, and he didn't come out and challenge. It was a 50-55 footer, and he didn't come out and be aggressive. He stayed right back in his crease and beat him to the glove side about halfway up the pad, but you can't get beat by goals like that, Jerry, in the NAC. If you want to be a contender, PJ had to come out and challenge. No screening, no deflections. And I know PJ shaking his head saying, boy, I'd like to have that one back.
Off the face-off, Ray Jock into the Massena zone. He loses the puck. It's dumped down the ice. That'll be an icing against Massena. And that'll move the face-off back in the zone.
And that'll be Aaron Barkley's second goal of the year. But Raiders gained the zone. Nice pass in between the defensive tandem, and it brought it over to Aaron. It was all alone. He took about one stride, and he just drifted that 55-footer. But again, P.J. Burns should have had that one.
Jacob Sunday and Ray Jock out there. Morris, Barkley, and Aldis from Massena. Off the face-off, it comes to Sunday. Quick shot, wide. Whips around the boards. Jacob stops it at the left point. Flips it in the corner. Aaron Barkley in there for Massena. Barkley flipping it ahead for Aldis. Aldis starts out from Massena, kind of over skates, has to go to Barkley. Barkley is there, and he starts it out. Head man to Chris Aldis. Aldis takes it in the zone. Feeds Jake Morris, breaking through the middle, right in front. Aldis, shot, score! Chris Aldis on a beautiful give and go from Jake Morris, and Massena goes up 5-2.
I'll tell you, Chris Aldis is a newcomer to this team. He's a junior, his first year on the club, but the coaching staff's got a lot of confidence. Todd Collins is out, and he steps right into his spot. A beautiful give and go with work between he and Jake Morris. Gave Jake the puck, crossed the blue line with him. Jake drew the defenseman to him and slid it back to Chris Aldis, and he just picked it up the top of the circle and walked right in and didn't make any mistake. He looked P.J. Burns right in the eye and didn't make any mistake. Beautiful goal.
And Mike Miller is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, and I think this is a good timeout. His club had been in the game. It came right back with that second goal to cut that deficit to 1, but then bingo, right back. The Raiders, that fourth goal, I think, took a lot of starch out of the Shamrock Sails. We've got 10:03 left in the second period, and we've had, 3 goals this period, Jerry?
Boy, I'll tell you, they're coming fast and furious. 4 goals. And since the teams have been down 2 men each, Massena has scored 2 of them.
And that last goal, again, that juggernaut, how they strike in a hurry. This was 30 seconds between the 5th and 6th goal. Aaron Barkley got the 5th one at 4:27 mark from Chris Cameron and Chris Aldis, who picked up the assist on that also. The 55-foot shot, Aaron's second goal, and then just 30 seconds later, with teams playing 3-on-3 of those last 2 goals, Chris Aldis on a beautiful 3-way passing play, Aaron Barkley to Jake Morris. Jake gained the zone, drew the defenseman, and slid it over to Chris Aldis, who cut in behind the Salmon River defenseman and walked in from about 35 feet and made no mistake. Beautiful goal.
10:03 remaining in the second period. On the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, Massena leads at 6-2. 3 goals this period, 3 goals the first period from Massena. Salmon's had 1 in each period so far.
1 in each period, but
we have a lot of second period to go yet, David.
We certainly do.
Morris against Jock. Jock wins the draw to Sunday, and he dumps it in the Massena zone. Cullen's going to stop it. No, he loses it. Comes right in front, and it's cleared by Morris. Everybody lost sight of the puck, and Aldis was just trying to tie up his man, didn't even see it. And now Jake Morris breaks back the other way. Here comes Jake. He busts by the defenseman, but it's poke-checked away by Sunday. Sunday rides him into the boards, and Sunday's a tough guy to beat, I'll tell you. He's a good defenseman. Here comes Jock the other way on Barkley. Here comes Jock trying to go wide. Barkley steers him in behind. He's knocked down. The puck comes to the side of the net, and Cullen flips it. Kept in by Sunday. To Jock. Jock looking to wrap it right in front. They jam, and it comes wide in behind the net, and Aldis picks it up. Aldis headman pass goes to Morris, a little bit too far for him, and the puck back in the Salmon zone. Back out to center ice. Here comes Jacobs with it. Or I should say Jock. He fakes the shot and loses the puck. Picked up there by Aldis. Aldis feeds to Whitcup. Here comes Bobby. He's got Chilton breaking as they get their men back. Bobby right in front, shot! Save, rebound, Burns. Covers up. No, it comes free, but the whistle blew, and the face-off will come inside Salmon territory. Bobby Whitcup, I don't think he was intending to take a shot, but they let him go free, and he had a chance.
He walked right in there. He could have got it upstairs because P.J. Burns went down to his knees. I'll tell you, back at this other end, Ray Jock will never get a better or an easier goal. The puck went by Dougie Cullen and by Chris Aldis, and Ray Jock, all he had to do was pick it up, step out in front, and put it in the open net. But he was so surprised. And also down here, the Raider defense, Nate Sunday, they allowed him 3 whacks at it down here. They've got to knock him off his pins. You can't let somebody parked in front of your goaltender have 3 whacks at it.
Durant's line out there now against the Chilton line. Puck whipped around the boards. Stepping in front of it is Levac, moving it in the corner. Here comes Cameron right in front. Chilton shot, big save by Burns, whistle, and we're going to have matching minors, I think, in the corner. As Miller's going to go off along with Sebastian Bergeron, as they both mixed it up in the corner on the right side of goaltender Burns. Burns had a great save.
And Sebastian might get a double here. He could, because he gave a little extra poke at the end, but maybe they're going to be lenient with him. But Arnie O'Reilly is talking to Wayne Umel right now. Let's see if he's going to stick a double on him. He's coming here.
One is elbow, one is hold. And I think that's...
We'll see if they pick up. They both they got a minute 30 flashed up, so guess not. But after the fact, Sebastian got in a little extra punch extracurricular, and Wayne Umel saw it. But again, that news line, they throw that puck around. You just boy, they find each other like they're wearing radar. Bing, bing, bing. You blink for a second, and they're gone and open to the open ice.
And again, as you mentioned, Bergeron likes to operate behind that net. Off the face-off, here's Cameron back to the point. They move it over to the other defenseman. Labarge winds up his shot. Burns save. Rebound picked up by Cameron. Cameron steps it high slot, flips it free. Levac skates it, shot, save, rebound. Cameron save. Couple of big saves there by Burns. And back the other way, here comes Salmon River breaking in there. Shannon Thompson, he's got the 2 Salmon goals, and he stays with it. Flips it in behind the net. They center it. Knocked down in front. Big save by Cullen. Bouncing puck shot. Knocked down in front. Another shot goes wide in the corner. Picking it up is Sunday. Trying to move it in the corner. He still got it. Poke checked away by Levac. Comes in front. They can't get the shot off. Puck sits in the slot. Still sits there. Goes wide. In behind the net. Massena has trouble clearing the puck. They center it again, but it's all the way back to the point. We got delay penalty, and it's going to be on Massena as soon as they touch the puck, which they haven't done yet. And the puck in the corner. Jason Labarge races for it. It sits free. Finally, Cameron touches it. And Massena will be called for a high stick.
A great job by Captain Jason Labarge down in front of Dougie Cullen. He had Shannon Thompson all tied up in front. The rebound came right out, but like a good defenseman does, Jason Labarge had him tied up, and Shannon Thompson could not put his stick on the play. And back at the other end, P.J. Burns that time challenged the Raiders shooter, came out, took everything away from him. If he would have done that on that long shot by Aaron Barkley, the Raiders have one less goal. But when he went to the bench that timeout, the coaching staff probably said, hey, get aggressive.
Sunday with a puck on the power play. His shot, high and wide, rides the puck boards, kept in by Jacobs at the left point. He skates, winds up his shot. He fires it wide. Comes back to Sunday. Sunday fakes the shot. Now he takes it, and it's deflected over the net. Somebody got a stick on it. Puck comes around the boards. Jacobs in the corner. Back to the point. Here's Ray Jock with it. Goes to Sunday. Nate winds up his shot. Save, rebound right in front. Score! And Casey Cartier will get the goal on the rebound off Nate Sunday's shot, and it's 6-3.
Just a good goal by the Shamrocks. They gained the zone. They moved it around, removing the puck. Had a couple of good opportunities. Puck just going wide. It came back to the point, and it was number 9, I believe, Nate Sunday took the shot, and Cartier, number 3, standing right off the crease. Dougie Cullen made the initial save, and Casey Cartier, right off the crease, picked up the rebound 6 or 7 feet in front, and I think he put it right between Dougie's legs.
So now it's 6-3. Massena leading on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard in a wild and woolly second period.
I'll tell you, these Shamrocks down by 3, but they haven't given an inch. They're hanging tough.
Now we're going to have Cartier facing off against Jake Morris as Massena gets the man back, still skating 4-on-4 for the next 4 seconds or so. Morris with it now, loses it, skates by, 3-on-2 from Massena, feeds Whitcup in front. It's knocked away by Sunday on the defense. In the corner, back to the point now. Levac fakes, goes to Whitcup. He kind of overskates with it, has a little problem with it, loses it, and Sunday comes up with it, moves it back out to center ice. Here comes Salmon River Jock losing it. Whitcup has it poked away. Levac takes a poke at it, goes in the zone, and Jason Labarge. And now we got a penalty on Brian Levac, and he's going to get called for high sticking.
Or interference. He could call him, he's calling him high sticking. He could call him many things. Oh boy, that goes in that not a good penalty category. Raiders on a power play, and Brian coming back in his zone. The Salmon River player inside the Massena zone, probably 50 feet from the puck, just ready to start some back checking. And Brian coming from behind knocked him off his feet, and Wayne Umel right there. That's not a good penalty, and I know the coaching staff's going to have something to say to Brian about that.
That was a retaliation.
Yeah.
Right below us, Jock took a shot at Levac with his fist and didn't get called on it. And I tell you, they always get the retaliation.
That's right. You just can't do that. You can't retaliate there. You say, just get his number and I'll give him a good hard check the next time down. But you can't put yourself ahead of the team.
Back to the point. Jacob's shot. Cullen makes the save and holds on for the faceoff. Another mix-up in front of the net. A little bit of a late whistle there as Cullen had a hold of it.
But mix up, but big number 2, Aaron Barkley, just doing his job, knocking those guys, those green shirts that try to camp in front of that net. And I'll tell you, that one, number 19, Elliot Lazor, he's a load to handle in front. He's a wide body. But Aaron Barkley just stayed right with him and knocked him right off his feet. And this is what you can't give any ground in front of that net.
Face-off left side, 1:26 left in the penalty. Off the draw, Barkley with it behind the net, rips it around the boards for Chris Cameron. Cameron, head man pass, doesn't get it out. It hit the back of Chilton's skate. Here's a chance right in front. Cullen kicks it aside. The rebound, Sunday fires it wide. Puck whistles around the boards. And finally, it's poke checked out to center ice by Chilton. And Chris Cameron picks it up, but a whistle. And we're going to have a holding call behind the play. And that's going to go against Massena.
Looks like Jason Chilton's coming to the box, and again, one of the departments that the Raiders lead the rest of the league is in penalties, and I'm sure that, we got 2 coming in the box, Chris Cameron and Jason Chilton. So they're going to tack up a double on here, both of them. One is a hold, and I'm not sure maybe what the second one is, if it's a misconduct or what. We'll have to wait to the PA announcer, Danny Riome, to... the initial one was a hold.
Cameron had the puck and was headed the other way, so he probably got a misconduct. That would be my guess, which means he's gone for 7.5, if that's the case. We'll wait and see, though.
Yeah, we can't speculate. We know the first one was on Jason Chilton, the hold. Here we go.
The second period. To Massena's number 16.
Chilton getting the hold. And let's see what Cameron's penalty is.
And to Massena's number...
He's going to the box. Whoa. And that's really got this crowd incensed. Chris Cameron going to the box, and on the way out, he just smashed his stick. I don't know if against the ice or against the plexiglass, but I don't know if he's got a disqualification or because we've got 6:23 left in the period that he's been sent to the locker room, but the officials directed him to the locker room. And Danny Riome did not finish that announcement down there. Again, we don't want to speculate, but we do know that Raiders have 2 in the box. Jason Chilton's in there, and Brian Levac is also, he's got 1:07 left. Jason Chilton 1.5 minutes, and Chris Cameron has picked up something. He has gone to the locker room.
Massena penalty to number 16, Jason Chilton.
Chilton getting the holding, which we know.
Massena's number 20, Chris Cameron, a game misconduct.
It is a game misconduct.
8:37 of the second period. That's Chilton for holding Cameron, game misconduct at 8:37.
And all we can do is surmise that he had to say something to the official. As you said, he had the puck, and the whistle was blown. He was on a one-on-one situation. He must have said something.
And that's he was a little bit frustrated. He would have had a breakaway, and there was a penalty behind the play, and he was upset, and I don't know what he said. Have to say a lot for game misconduct, I think. I don't know. Anyway, the puck back to the point. Here's Jacobs with it. Puck in the Massena zone. Sunday right in front. Here's a chance. Hit the goalpost. Now the puck comes clear. Massena, 2 men down here. No, just a man down right now. There will be 2 men down shortly. Back to Jacobs at the point. His shot knocked down. Stolen. Here comes Labarge, flipping it to Morris. Oh, it didn't quite get. Sunday made a good play to break it up. Nate Sunday saved a goal there. Now Sunday, flipping it ahead down the ice. That'll be an icing call. He tried to hit Elliot Lazor at the Massena blue line, but it went by him and down the ice. 6-3 our score on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. 18 seconds left in the first Massena penalty and 41 seconds in the second Massena penalty.
Raiders just dodged a bullet there. The Shamrocks made a change. Elliot Lazor, coming off the bench, had gotten in behind the Raider defense, and they tried to thread the pass through the Massena defense and just a little too long.
We got too many men there. We need another man in the Massena box.
There he comes right now.
And we got to get somebody off the ice because Massena's still 2 men down for 18 seconds. There we go. Bobby Whitcup will come over the boards or come off the ice. And Jake Morris will take the face-off in the Salmon zone. 5:34 left in the second period. Still 6-3 Massena.
As we said, the goals were coming fast and furious. The penalties are starting to come fast and furious. And we know that Chris Cameron is gone for the game.
And the next game.
That... Whatever was said, it wasn't the right thing, and it wasn't the time or the place. You cannot put yourself ahead of the team. I don't care who you are or where you are. You cannot do that. And when they lose, for whatever reason, Chris felt that the official blew the whistle. It was a good call. It was a penalty. The player has no right to say something to him. And again, they cannot. It hurts the team immensely when they lose anyone, and especially someone of his caliber that has been playing so strong. Right now, Arnie O'Reilly and Jake Morris are having a I'm going to dance with you skating together. Arnie trying to explain to Jake what the deal was with the delayed penalties, and now Arnie and Coach Stan Moore are having a little discussion. And Arnie was the one that dispensed the bench minor to Coach Moore the other day. So
that's right.
There could be a little carryover here. But I'm willing to bet that, Stanley, you're not going to get the last word. Arnie O'Reilly is going to have the last word. And oh, boy, I think we might have a bench coming up here now. We got here comes Freddie Kellison. He's going to join 2 other Raiders in the box. And Danny Rayom, down at the scores table, is he's doing a lot of animation with his hands. He and Arnie O'Reilly. And, again, it's the delayed penalty situation. And don't ask me to try to explain it, Jerry. But I think the Raiders have picked up a bench minor here.
That's what it looks like. And I don't know what for.
Again, to set the stage of all this, the Raiders up 6-3 and had broken out of their zone. Chris Cameron up it was a one-on-one situation under full head of steam, and behind the play there was a holding. Jason Chilton to put the clutch on. Of course, the referee blew the whistle, and Chris took exception to that, said something to the official. He got he went to the box, and before long he went to the dressing room because he had a game misconduct, and I think the Raiders have just picked up. Well,
they added minute 30 to the 18 seconds. Now that, I don't think that's right, is it?
I'm not going to comment.
Yeah, I guess maybe you could do that. Too many men was the call, but they hadn't played.
Well, he evidently came on the ice during the course of the play, Jerry. He went to the bench.
Okay.
He was on the ice and then came off. See, that's what happened.
Okay, here's Elliot Lazar with the puck for Salmon. He takes it in the Massena zone, skates it through. Barkley poke checks it into the corner, trying to stay with it. Ray Jock picks up the loose puck right in front. It's knocked away. Back to the point. Miller winds, fakes the shot. It's intercepted. Jake Morris picks up the puck. Morris now starts it down the ice. Here comes Jake. Takes it back into his own end. Flips it to Labarge, and he's going to dump it down the ice.
Raiders caught a break there, Jerry.
Yeah, they did. There was almost a penalty. Now Chilton's back into the fray, and Massena down a man for 1:05. Here come the Shamrocks. Jock flipping it ahead for Shannon Thompson to the Massena line. Barkley bangs it back out. It goes up off a stick into the penalty box. Face-off will be outside the Massena zone.
I don't know how they missed that one. It happened right down here, right in front of us. Everybody in the whole rink saw that one, but except the two officials. But Massena dodged a bullet. Maybe they felt they had enough in the box. But Aaron Barkley upended the Salmon player right here in front of us.
Off the face-off, puck inside, and Chilton does a good job to stop his man. Flips it back out to center ice. Here's Miller with it. Sean Miller across the zone, into the Massena zone. Across the line, I should say, trying to center. Barkley knocks it down to Chilton, and he dumps it down the ice. 4:23 and counting left in period number one. Massena leads 6-3 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Now Whitcup gets a piece of it, knocks it in behind the net. About 25 seconds left in the Massena penalty. Here comes Ray Jock, building up ahead of steam. He can handle that puck. Whitcup poke checks it away, back out to center ice. A sprawling poke check. Now the puck whistled back in the Massena zone, comes free in the circle, flipped the head, and poke checked out to center ice again by Chilton. Whitcup stays with it, steals the puck, goes by Sunday, takes it back out to center ice. Just ragging time with 4 seconds left in the penalty. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, Thompson with it. Penalty is up, and Massena gets a man back, and I think we're back to 5-on-5, are we not?
Yes, we are.
Finally. Here comes Jason Labarge, head man pass. Whitcup. Takes it in the zone, just flips it in behind the net. Now Adam Morris trying to poke it free. It comes to Whitcup. He's taken out of the play. The puck riding to the blue line. Jake Morris just steps in front of it. Stick handles back to the point. Levac shot. Save, rebound right in the slot, and Morris can't find the handle. Jake picks it up. Slides it in behind the net. Jacobs. Adam Morris throws a check. Puck squirts free. Jake Morris circles in the corner. Back to the point. Aldis. His shot knocked down in front. Morris with it. He flips it. Gets it back again. Trying to center it. Gets it back. Here's Morris shot. Save. A rebound. Adam Morris whacks at it. Finally, the puck comes free to Ray Jock. And Jock leads the attack for the Shamrocks. His shot from center ice goes wide. Whips around the boards in behind the net. Aldis trying to throw a check. He can't control it. They center it right in front. And getting the shot off was Durant, but he didn't get much on it. It goes wide anyway. Now Levac. Headman pass to Adam Morris. He takes it across. Drop pass to Whitcup. Whitcup skates it in the corner, looking in behind the net, trying to feed it. Here's Chilton now, back to the point. Aldis winds, his shot, his save, rebound right in front. Chilton save, rebound again. They jam at it. Cleared around the boards and up into the stands. I don't think Chris Aldis has had this many shots in quite a long time.
Oh, he certainly has. You know, we talk so much about the Raider offense of the forward lines, but this defense is coming up big. Captain Jason Labarge, when they're down 2 men, just a tower of power out there, did a great job. And then just down here at this end, just a second ago, you called the play just shot wide. Well, because Brian Levac had him tied up. He couldn't get the stick, got a little bit of the stick, but just came out in front. There he was, but Brian Levac doing his job, had him tied up in front. Great job by the Raider defense.
Chilton now, back to the point. Kept in there, lifted into the corner by Labarge. Eddie Davis is playing the wing in place of Chris Cameron, and the Shamrocks clear it. Oh, hard check thrown by Labarge. Massena back the other way. Here comes Chilton across the blue line. His pass knocked down, comes back out to center ice. Here comes Shamrock, shot from center. Dougie Cullen makes the save, leaves it for Labarge. Labarge dropping it to Bergeron. Sebastian rides it around the boards, out to center ice. Sean Miller with it. Miller dropping it over on the other side for Sunday. Sunday's pass knocked down by Labarge. He lifts it, and it's out to center ice. A delay offside's called. Salmon, did they clear it? Apparently they did. And the puck comes to Bergeron. In his own end, he drops it. Kept in there by the Shamrocks, but Bergeron picks it up again. Flips it ahead to Labarge. Labarge long head man pass, trying to spring a man. Miller steps in front of it and dumps it right on. Save made. Still 6-3 Massena, Pete's scoreboard. Massena now Bergeron. Stick handling behind the net goes to, well, he stays with it. Now Labarge with it, gets tied up. He's got two men on him. And the puck circles right in front. Back to the blue line. Here's Sunday, shot through traffic, score! And it's 6-4 Massena as Salmon River comes back with a goal, and Massena had about 5 opportunities to clear the zone and didn't do it.
Yeah, they had opportunities to clear the zone. That's exactly right, Jerry. It goes back. They had 2 or 3 good opportunities. A little sloppy with the puck, but the Shamrocks persevering. It came back. I didn't pick up the number who intercepted it. We'll see who gets the assist, but he fed it back to number 9, Nate Sunday. He got off a quick shot through a lot of traffic. It was a rising shot, and it went in right under Dougie Cullen's right arm, I do believe, but it was through traffic. I don't think Dougie even saw it.
Lazor gets the goal on the deflection, and it's 6-4, and we're in the final minute of play. Here's Levac with it, flipping it ahead, goes up into the penalty box. Lazor getting the goal from Sunday.
Nate Sunday, there should be another assist, probably Casey Cartier. Okay, he's the guy that did a great job. He kept the puck from going out and fed a short pass back to Nate Sunday on the point, and Nate quickly didn't have much time. He got it off, and Elliot Lazor, standing in front, redirected it.
Off the face-off. Outside, here's Bobby Whitcup with it. Whitcup ahead to Morris. Morris takes it in on the right side. Jake with the puck, dropping the Whitcup, trying to go back to Jake. He was tied up. And the puck in the corner. Around the boards, kept in at the point momentarily by Aldis. He tries to flip it ahead to the Massena line and dumped into the Massena zone. In behind the net. And we have a whistle and a high stick, and it's going to go against Massena. Bobby Whitcup will pick up a high stick call.
I didn't see it behind the play. I was watching down. This happened behind the play, but Arnie O'Reilly, as you mentioned, he's going to flagging Bobby Whitcup, and inopportune time for the Raiders to pick up a penalty. The Shamrocks really flying right now, and that last goal has really sparked them. And here we've got 29 seconds left in the period, a big 29 seconds for the Raiders.
Faceoff will be in the Massena zone to the right side of goaltender Doug Cullen. Shamrocks on the power play here.
Well, we talked about the penalties fast and furious in this period, Jerry. Good. We've had 1, 2, 5, 8, 11 penalties in this period. Massena's picked up 8 of them. Wow.
Yeah. 29 seconds left, second period. 6-4, Massena leading on the Pete scoreboard. Ray Jock will take the face-off against Jake Morris. Off the draw, back to the point. Miller winds, his shot deflected. They jam at it, and it's cleared by Chilton in the corner. He gets knocked down, comes up, gets up with it. 20 seconds left. They jam for it. Barkley throws a check. The puck's still in behind him. Finally, it kicks free. Picked up by Elliot Lazor. Elliott, they're trying to work to give and go. Comes in front. They jam at it. Puck still cleared. Back to the point. Sunday. His shot hits the back of the net. With 2 seconds, 1 second, that'll take care of the period. And again, Massena couldn't clear the zone.
Mind, they come to play. Plus, they're going to be on a power play for a minute and 1 second.
So they have a chance to make it a 1-goal game here. 6-4 our score with 1:01 left in the penalty as we start this period. Jake Morris will be out there along with brother Adam, Levac and Labarge. And Ray Jock comes up. He'll center this power play unit. And off the face-off, it comes to Levac, and he dumps it deep in Salmon River territory. And behind the net, Sunday with it. He's got Miller out there with him. Elliot Lazor, Shannon Thompson are the other 2 forwards for the Shamrocks. Puck stolen away by Jake again. Waste time, steps by 1, steps by 2. Circles back into his own end, ragging the puck, his pass knocked down, he takes it back again. Here comes Morris now building up the head of steam. Out to center ice, he circles again. This time he's going to drop it to Levac. Levac waits and dumps it. It's deflected all the way down the ice, back inside Salmon River territory. Back there is Sean Miller. He's got Adam Morris forechecking, flips it over to Nate Sunday. 20 seconds left in the power play. Sunday loses it off his stick. Morris pokes at it, can't get the handle. Dumped to the Massena line. Picked up there by Elliot Lazor. He loses it, and Adam Morris dumps it back in Salmon territory. 5 seconds left in the power play. Here's Chilton coming across the boards, going after it along with Sunday. The penalty is up, and Massena comes back out with 5-on-5. Here comes Shannon Thompson across the Massena line. Gets knocked down. The puck comes free. Eddie Davis with it. Davis Ridden into the boards, comes back up with the puck, feeds Chilton. Chilton circles in behind his own net, runs into some traffic, whips it around, has it poked away, but it comes to Chris Aldis. Aldis running into some problem. It comes free. Here's a wraparound attempt, but it's knocked down in front. And Sebastian Bergeron leads the attack to Chilton. Off his skate, he follows it up and flips it in behind the net. Back there is Nate Sunday, moving it ahead, out to center ice. Aldis is there to Barkley. Barkley's head man in the corner, picked up again by Sean Miller. Oh, he loses it in front to Bergeron. Centering pass goes all the way back to the point, all the way back in the Massena zone, and Cullen's way out of his net to move it ahead to center ice. Bergeron for Chilton. Chilton to Davis. Davis winds, the big shot, knocked down, goes in the corner. In behind the net now. Puck comes free, picked up by Sunday. Sunday, he's logged a lot of ice time tonight, David. In behind, he and Bergeron jam. He flips it along the boards. Hard check throw him back to the point. Barkley deflected. Ooh, just wide by Bergeron. Puck comes free around the boards. They jam at it. Aldis' shot bounces in behind the net. Now it's Mark Tayo stepping across the boards. He gets knocked down behind the net. The puck squirts free. Picked up by Sean Miller. Miller trying to ride it out of there. It comes free again to Trevor Cameron. His shot. Save, rebound. It comes back to Kellison. He can't get that shot off. Puck in the corner. Whipped around the boards again. Here's Trevor Cameron with it. Pokes it. Comes to the point. Barkley winds. His shot. Save made. Burns. He loses it side of the net and covers up. And Massena really putting a lot of pressure on. 6-4 on the Corky scoreboard. The Raiders lead at 12-12 left in the third period.
A lot of pressure, but it goes back to the excellent job that they did killing the penalty, Jerry. And Jake and Adam Morris, an outstanding job. They probably killed 30-35 seconds. Jake Morris alone probably killed 25. Good job. Took that edge away from the Shamrocks, and the Raiders right back here applying pressure. But a great job killing that penalty by Jake Morris and Adam Morris.
Now the Morris line comes back out as Trevor Cameron looks like he wants to take the face off, but no, Jake comes out. He'll face it off against Casey Cartier. Face off right side in the Salmon zone. Off the draw, puck sits in the circle, picked up by Adam Morris. Morris side of the net, centering pass, Whitcup shot, and that goes off a leg in the corner. Morris again gets ridden out of the play, and the puck bounced out to center ice. Here comes Elliot Lazor, dumping it in the Massena zone. In behind the net. Cartier skates by it, coming back to pick it up. The Raiders trying to get it out of there. Lazor shot knocked down, and Levac pokes it out to center ice. Sunday, dumping it, back in the Massena zone, back out to center ice it comes. Sunday again, feeding it to Cartier, but offsides will be the call. And the faceoff will come outside the zone. 11:40 left, third period. Corky scoreboard says 6-4 Massena.
Oh, the Raiders just dodged one there. A clearing pass, kind of errant, went off Jake's stick back to the point, and then Nate Sunday had a green shirt in behind the Raider defense. If he could have corralled that pass and threaded it through to him, he would have been all alone. But just off the stick and out of the zone.
Now Chilton's line comes over the boards against the Jock line. And Massena will make defensive change. We might mention, we haven't mentioned it lately, Todd Collins hurt his shoulder in the Ogdensburg game, and Aldis has been filling in for him and doing an admirable job. Puck in behind the net now, Salmon zone, ripped around the boards by Eric Rufa. Centering pass comes into the corner. And the Shamrocks try to move it out of there. Chilton gets a piece of it in the corner. Here's Chilton, circling, gets tied up, stays with it, back to the point. Barkley winds, fakes the shot, goes in the corner for Chilton again. Comes in behind to Bergeron. Bergeron trying to doodle behind. He still got it, gets tied up, and the puck comes free side of the net. Bergeron, back to the point. Barkley. Barkley winds up, fakes it again. Goes to Chilton, goes by him. In the corner, Bergeron still goes after with Miller. Bergeron gets a stick on it. Now Chilton, he overskates. The puck comes back to the blue line, and Miller flips it to the Massena line. Right back comes Barkley. Aaron Barkley across the blue line. Offsides will be the call. I think Mike Hewlett, who was playing a wing, was knocked offside. So Davis and Hewlett have each had a chance to play wing in place of Chris Cameron. We're down to 10:46 left in the third period. Massena leads 6-4 in the Corky scoreboard.
Great shift and a great game for Sebastian Bergeron. He's trying to pick up the slack. He's lost his line mate for the rest of the game, but he's really playing inspired tonight, Jerry. He's had some good games during the course of the season, but he's really been all over the ice tonight.
Off the face-off. Here comes Trevor Cameron to Mark Tayo. Tayo to Kellison. He fires it wide. Back in behind the net, Kellison trying to wrap around, can't control it, It comes free. Kellison checking, trying to come up with it along the boards, back to the point. Here's Kellison again. Back to Cameron behind him. Now the puck taken by Conrad Lazor. He rips it around the boards. Levac knocks it right through the slot. Goes off a leg in the corner. Kellison again. Back to Labarge at the point. Labarge flips it. Gets knocked down. Here comes Conrad Lazor. Lazor now stick handling it. Trying to make the shift, and he just pokes it in the Massena zone. In behind the net, Cameron. Ahead to Labarge. Labarge moving it out for the Massena Red Raider. He's got Tayo breaking. Trying to flip it. It's intercepted. And the puck goes to Levac. Levac over skates. Coming back for it is Mark Tayo. He's going to dump it as Massena wants to make a line change here. Back out to center ice. Everybody making a line change. It comes to Labarge at the Massena line. Labarge looks ahead for Whitcup. Bounces away from him into the zone. Oh, hard check thrown by Barkley. Breaking up the play. Whitcup waves at it. It comes to Jake Morris. Morris drops it. Goes back to the point. Here's Miller dumping it. They go to give and go, but it's knocked down in front. And Adam Morris moves it out to center. No, he doesn't get it out to center ice. Kept in there by Elliot Lazor. He and Barkley go together in the corner. We got penalties. And they jam, and the puck kicks free. Who's the penalty on? Massena.
He's going to call Aaron Barkley for holding, I'm sure. And the Shamrocks are going to go on a power play. That's what it is. Elliot Lazor, as we mentioned, he's a load. He's a wide body. He's tough to corral. And evidently, Arnie O'Reilly felt that Aaron Barkley had a little bit of extracurricular activity. So the Shamrocks, with 9:17 left in this period, going to go on a power play.
Barkley, the holding call. Again, Massena just not clearing the puck very well at times.
Well, what happened there, Adam and Jake Morris usually can read each other's mind, but that time Adam vacated and Jake laid it back blindly along the boards. Adam thought Jake was going to take the puck in behind and come out the other side. Jake started in behind the net. What he did, he threw a blind pass back along the boards. He thought Adam was still there, and Adam had vacated, and the Salmon River player stepped in and picked it off.
Jock against Morris on the draw. Puck in the corner. Levac jamming for it. Shannon Thompson comes up with it, loses immediately to Levac, and down the ice it goes. Now Miller racing back with Bobby Whitcup. They jam in the corner. Whitcup pokes it free, but it comes to Thompson. Shannon Thompson, headman pass. Here comes, let's see here, Elliot Lazor. He overskates. Whitcup picks it up and dumps it down the ice. A minute left in the man advantage. Around the boards it goes again. Miller picking it up. He's got Morris forechecking. Flips it to Ray Jock. Jock stakes out of his own end. Headman pass to Sunday, who rips it around the boards. It comes to Elliot Lazor. Lazor in the corner. Centering pass knocked down in front. And it goes into the corner. They jam for it again. Whitcup rips it. Has it taken away. Here's Ray Jock with it. Jock circles. Here's Jock looking. He's got all kinds of traffic, decides to go back to the point. Miller shot, knocked down, bounces in front, the shot, big save, and finally Massena's going to clear it. Here comes Jason Labarge. Whoa, boy, great opportunity for the Shamrocks. 20 seconds, we got a whistle and an offsides call on Massena.
Ray Jock, just came within an eyelash of putting the Shamrocks down by one. The shot came from the left of Dougie Cullen. He made the save. The rebound came right out to Ray Jock, had the wide open empty net, and he just fanned on it, hopped right over his stick. Boy, I'll tell you, the Shamrocks can't come any closer than that.
8:04 left, third period. Massena leads 6-4 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Jock will face off against Chilton. 15 seconds in the penalty. The puck comes to Sunday. His headman deflects off a stick, goes down the ice, and icing will be the call. And that'll move the faceoff back in Salmon territory, a break for the Raiders.
And I'm pleasantly surprised to see this is an exciting hockey game. Again, seeing the Shamrocks just early on in the year, they've really improved by leaps and bounds. The coaching staff has got them skating out here tonight. They're giving the Raiders all that they can handle, and the fans are really being treated to an exciting hockey game here tonight, Jerry.
No question about it. Face-off right side. Cartier will draw against Chilton. Off the draw, Bergeron back to the point. Levac flips it back through to Bergeron, trying to go in the corner to Chilton. Chilton, penalty is up. Flips it in behind Bergeron, looks to center, nobody there, and the Shamrocks break it out. Down the ice, here comes Shannon Thompson across the blue line. He shovels it in the corner, Massena zone. It comes to the side of the net. Aldis takes a whack at it. Where's the puck? In the back of the mesh. And the faceoff will come inside Massena territory. Halfway through the third period, 7:32 left, 6-4 Massena, Corky's scoreboard.
I'm not going to say it, but I'm thinking it.
Okay.
The next.
Yeah, we know what you're thinking.
I won't say. Yes, I'm going to say it anyway. The next goal is a big one.
Okay, face-off left side off the draw all the way out to center ice. Slowly sliding back into the Massena zone. Miller back there to pick it up. His backhand pass goes to Cartier. Cartier loses Bergeron. Cartier gets it back, dumps it back to the blue line and out to center ice. Here comes Lazor with it, knocked off the puck. Barkley pokes at it, comes back to Jock. Jock dropping it over on the other side for Casey Cartier. His bounce pass just inside the zone. He follows it. Eddie Davis takes it off his stick and loses it, but he pokes it away. Now the puck comes free to Barkley. Barkley can't clear the zone. Here comes Elliot Lazor, but he's knocked off the puck. Aldis starting out. Here comes Chris Aldis, moving it ahead to Chilton. Chilton feeding Davis, breaking in. He winds the big slapper. He fires it wide. Puck goes all the way back to the blue line. Aldis trying to stick handle, loses it. And it's back out to center ice, all the way down the ice. If that goes far enough, it'll be an icing, and it is. No, they wave it off. Why, I have no idea. They wave it off, and the puck comes free. Tayo falls down. The puck in the corner. They jam at it there, center it back to the point. Here's Miller's shot, deflected wide, and the puck back to the blue line. Miller picks it up again, rides it around the boards. Mark Tayo gets hauled down, and the puck back to the point, and the save made by Dougie Cullen. Puck along the boards, Kellison with it. Kellison, stick handles, bounces behind the net. Shamrocks control to the side, puck in front. Cullen tries to jump on it. Massena clears it, though, out to center ice. Tayo ahead to Kellison. Kellison takes it wide, right side on Miller, centering pass right in front, the shot, they jam at it, and the save made by Burns. Back to the point it goes. Levac winds up, his shot is blocked, the puck comes free, and it's going to be a hand pass right there. And Salmon going back the other way, but a hand pass call with 5:42 remaining in the third period. 6-4 Massena leads on the Corky scoreboard.
A truly enjoyable game. Probably not for the coaching staff on either side. These are nail biters, but for you and I and all the fans that are here tonight, they're really we're really being treated to a gutsy performance by both teams. It was down at the Massena end just a second ago. Several golden opportunities. Dougie Cullen coming up big. Raiders come right back at the other end and put some pressure on.
Off the face-off, it comes to Labarge at his own blue line. Flipping it ahead from Massena into the Salmon zone. And kept in there, Morris forechecking. Burns clears it with a big goalie stick to the blue line and out to center ice. Whitcup steps it ahead and dumps it back in the zone. Whips in behind the net. Sean Miller rips it around the boards for Jock. Jock headman intercepted, kept in at the point. Here's Whitcup. Whitcup circles wide. He's got the angle, feeds in front. Morris shot, score! What a goal! What a goal by Adam Morris, his second of the game. Massena goes up 7-4.
Jerry, he not only finished it, but he started. It was the great hustling back-checking by Adam Morris. The Shamrocks thought they had cleared the zone. It came out of the left side. Adam Morris came from the far right side, hustled back, grabbed the puck just before it cleared the zone, knocked it back in. Bobby Whitcup picked it up, carried it into the zone in the slot, threw it out and to Adam Morris, and he made no mistake. A low shot along the ice, but he started it and he finished it. Adam Morris, a great play.
Face off at center ice. Off the draw, puck in the Massena zone. There's Levac, his pass intercepted, he falls down in front, the puck, they jam at it. Oh, what a great job by Jason Labarge again. Back to the point now. It comes to Labarge in the corner. He looks, he's got some traffic, runs on the other side to Levac. A headman to Morris, Jake's going to split the D, the puck gets away from him, but he follows it up, and P.J. Burns poke checks it in the corner. Great play by Burns that time. Back out to center ice it comes. Here's Cartier over skates. Whitcup, and he poke checks it back in his own end. Here's Whitcup with it, right in front of his own net. He's going to skate it out. Whitcup, from the red line, dumps it right on Burns, and he's going to make the save and cover up. And Whitcup, oh, he just got railed, and I think we're going to have a penalty right there, and that's going to go against Elliot Lazor. He's going to call Whitcup, too.
God, no way.
And he just got a misconduct.
Yeah, I think Well, I think the official dug the hole on this one now, and the fans are really upset. To recap this, there's no question that the Salmon player, I think it was Shannon Thompson, Shannon Thompson just railed the Massena player Bobby Whitcup in front of the net after the play was over, and Arnie O'Reilly had the call. And then the other official came in, and he decided to even it up, and he gave one on Bobby Whitcup, and that's what got the crowd really incensed. And oh boy, I can't say anything about the officials. They have a tough job and do a good job, but I think they've kind of missed that one. And what it led to a misconduct on the play for Bobby Whitcup also, because he realized that he didn't do anything except get nailed.
Whitcup gets a roughing call. I don't know who he roughed, maybe the goalpost.
Yeah, that's about it. And they only had, Arnie O'Reilly had the one call, and it was the back official that came in and tacked one on. I can't agree with that call right there. But again, you and I, we are not, we're sitting up here. We have a, nice, easy job. They've got the tough job down there. Shouldn't second guess them. But
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm up here and not down there. That's all I can say. So we're skating 4-on-4 plus the goalies. Miller with a puck now, moving it, trying to get it out. Stolen by Bergeron. Sebastian, nice pass to Jason Labarge. Oh, he steps by the check, takes it in the corner. Labarge, in behind the net, loses it. Puck comes free to Miller. Miller with it, drops it. In behind the net to Nate Sunday. Labarge forechecking, steals the puck, goes to the side of the net, but P.J. Burns gets a big glove on it. Oh, Jason Labarge has had a game here this evening, hasn't he?
Super game. He and Sebastian Bergeron, and again, we talked about it before, Jerry, finishing the check. Jason Chilton finished one. Jason Labarge finished one. Caused the Salmon River defense to cop that puck up, and almost a golden opportunity for the Raiders to score. But as you mentioned, Captain Jason Labarge is having probably his best game of the year. He's really leading by example out there.
Off the face-off, here comes Massena. Bergeron, shot saved. Right off the face-off. Back to the point. Kept in by Barkley. He flips it into the corner. Bergeron racing for it. Steals the puck in behind, then loses it to Miller as he was coming on a kind of a strange angle. Bergeron throws a check. Chilton picks up the loose puck. Circles in front. Can't get the shot off. And finally it comes away. And down the ice comes Peter Durant. Into the Massena zone. Centering pass knocked down in front. And the puck goes into the corner. Cleared around the boards. And back to Ray Jock at the blue line. Jock knocked off the puck by Chilton. Here comes Bergeron, dipsy-doodling. He doesn't see any skating room, so he stops. Looks, flips it over on the other side to Barkley. Barkley's pass goes off a body. Aldis coming up with it now. Aldis flips it to Bergeron. Bergeron feeds it through to Trevor Cameron. Cameron gets whacked at, and finally his puck knocked off him. And back the other way comes Sunday. 3 minutes left in the third period. Sunday shot from center ice. Cullen makes the save. Aldis takes it in the corner. Trying to ride it around behind the net. Here comes Chris Aldis with it. Headman pass goes off a stick to Mark Tayo. Tayo just flips it for Kenny Smith, who is serving the penalty. He's on the ice. Uh-oh, here comes Smith. He can dangle. And in behind the net it goes. Smith after it there. Puck cleared around the boards. Salmon trying to spring a player. Here comes Shannon Thompson. Thompson, his shot, save made. Nice save by Cullen. Puck in the corner. Wrapped around behind the net. They jam for it there along the boards. And again, it's Sunday flipping it in behind. Around the boards it goes. Massena looks to clear. Headman, Mark Tayo. Trevor Cameron. Cameron gets taken out of the play by Sunday. And the puck comes to Miller in behind. Miller flips it to Sunday. About 2 minutes left. Sunday's pass intercepted momentarily. He gets it back again. Tayo doing a good job forechecking. Puck comes in behind. It goes back to Nate Sunday. Sunday moves it ahead to center ice. Massena making a change. Here comes Miller. Oh, he just got railed by Adam Morris coming off the bench. Puck squirts in the Massena zone. Jason Labarge comes away with it. Here comes Labarge looking up ice. Bounce pass goes to Sunday at the Massena line. He tries to flip it ahead to Miller. Miller back to Sunday. Sunday's pass moves out to center ice. Here's Labarge dumping it right back in the Salmon zone. 1.5 minutes left to play. Massena leading at 7-4 on the Corky scoreboard. Headman pass by the Shamrocks out to center ice. Intercepted by Jason Labarge. Labarge takes it back in his own end. just looking to waste time, rides it around the boards to Eddie Davis. Davis pokes it out to center ice. Meant for Morris. Morris loses it. Back to the Massena line. The puck just sits there. Jake picks it up at the red line. Here comes Morris, dangling across the blue line. Step by Miller, shot, score! Jake Morris went right by Sean Miller, and that makes it 8-4 Massena with 1:03 left to go in the game.
I'll tell you, he should be called the chef because he can not only shake and bake, he can turn on the afterburners, and he went around a pretty good defenseman, Sean Miller. He just lulled him into complacency, gained the blue line, and just shifted into another gear, went right around him and cut inside. He was coming from the right side, cut to the forehand, and as he was going across right to left, he slid it back to the short side by P.J. Burns. And I think Sean Miller is going to pick up a cross-checking penalty after the goal, and rightly so, because he was so frustrated, he put the lumber to Jake Morris. And we'll see if it is Sean Miller that's going to go to the box, but the Shamrocks are going to pick up a penalty. I thought it was Sean Miller.
It was.
See. Okay, here he comes out of the box. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, 8-4 is deceptive, David.
Yeah, this was deceptive. We look back when it was 6-4, and it was Ray Jock, when the Shamrocks were on a power play, had the puck hop over a stick and a wide open net on a rebound, could have made it 6-5. But again, the Raiders, they're no quit to those. They hung tough in there, and they've got that firepower. They came back, and boom. But a beautiful goal by Jake Morris.
Here's Todd Manning. He and Jock jam in behind the net. Jock goes down, and Chilton picks up the loose puck. There's going to be a penalty, and Manning is going to pick up a penalty. I don't know what for. He had his stick underneath Jock, and it'd be interesting to see what the call is.
Roughing. He's
roughing.
Going to call him roughing, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see it either. To play those two, he had knocked him down behind the net. Todd had knocked the Salmon River player. The play had gone the other way, and my focus was coming back up the ice, but referee Wayne Umel stayed behind, and he saw something. Todd Manning just on the ice picked up a minute and a half for roughing. We've got 53 seconds left in this hockey game. The Raiders up by 8-4, but a very exciting, entertaining hockey game.
It was an exciting game. Off the face-off, puck controlled by the Raiders. Here is Levac over to Labarge. Labarge just waits and lifts it. And Hewlett going after. We're going to delay offsides on Massena, but it's cleared out anyway with 40 seconds left. Labarge goes over to Levac. Levac backhands. It goes up in the Massena bench. And the face-off will be inside Massena territory. It was 6-4 going into the period. And a couple of Morris goals, Adam and Jake. The Adam Morris goal was the goal that broke the Shamrocks back, though.
I'm laughing because Brian Levac backhanded up in the bench. I think Coach Moore said, "I surrender." He put his hands up.
Now Levac gets knocked down by Jock in the corner, gets back up and picks up the puck. Got a little assist there from Hewlett to help him out. Here's Levac flipping it ahead. 20 seconds left. The puck right along the red line. Chilton just dangling with it. He loses to Shannon Thompson. Thompson drive, save, rebound, picked up by Labarge. He's going to backhand it with 10 seconds around the boards. Jacobs trying to poke it in the zone. In behind the net, Labarge looking just to move it along the boards, waste time. 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll be the hockey game. And the Massena Red Raiders win it 8-4, but a deceptive score, 6-4 going into the third period.